When we see our first confrontation here, just a block or two.
Tell me why it's okay that he just passed $140 million tax cuts for corporations. How can in 1 week you let
Why can't you pay for your own 401k?
I do pay for my own 401k. I'm supporting the people here.
Hey, so what kind of reactions have you gotten? Have you talked to other people?
Not yet. We just got here.
I can say that yesterday I was able to park a lot closer than today.
Yes.
So I think we're going to have a ton of people.
Well, we drove up here from Indianapolis.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So what prompted you to come that? You're really against unions?
Yes. I'm definitely against unions. Unions are doing nothing but killing America. We can't afford to pay union wages to everybody that doesn't have a work ethic. It's all about a work ethic. You don't need a union, you need a work ethic.
What I've seen so far today is very peaceful demonstrations. Mostly the pro-workers, anti-union busting folk have been inside the Capitol building, and they were congregating about 10:30 this morning on the other side of the Capitol building, where their speaker spoke for about an hour, and then since then they've been circling the entire perimeter of the Capitol building while the Tea Party people have their rally on the other side.
And you said that they were pretty isolated and confined by state troopers.
Right. It seems like the Tea Party people seem to have like the orange snow fencing up, and they have a perimeter of state troopers holding back the crowd from trying to enter their area of their rally. We didn't have any of that for the pro-workers.
How many days have you been here this week?
And this is the only day I've been able to get up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Back on there.
Taking a picture? Yes. Yeah, no, I'm from Chicago. I came because I think it's an incredibly important thing that people begin to stand up for this. It's in Egypt in Wisconsin. I was over there standing with them, and I heard nothing but fierce anti-union rhetoric. Terrible anti-union rhetoric. Completely leaving aside the amount that the unions have done over half a century. I'm now retired, but I used to be in the union. And I don't...
Minnesota Capitol is Minneapolis. I was here yesterday too.
Democrats are doing something worse and like this.
For the team.
You need a union to protect you. You need a union to protect you. You need a union to protect you. You know what? You know what? I'm not a member of a union. Okay, who paid for your taxes? Okay, good.
felt it was important to support our governor and his, what I believe is a courageous decision. I don't think what they're asking the unions is absurd in any way, to pay 5.8% of their pension benefits and 12.6% of their health care costs.
Currently they pay 1%, is that correct?
Currently they're paying 1% and they pay 0.2% into their pension. Wisconsin teachers make on average $51,000 and $38,000 in benefits. The national average is $50,000 and $10,000. Even asking them to pay 12% of their health care costs is still less than what the national average is. And asking them to pay 5.8%, I don't feel is unreasonable for money they're going to get back in the long term anyway.
Did you ever belong to a union, sir?
I have belonged to a union. My father was UAW for 37 years. I was a Teamster. My brother was in a carpenter's union.
Do you think it helped you or hurt you as a worker?
As a worker, I was a part-time worker for the company. I supported the union when I was in it. I know from my point of view, I think there was a place and a time for unions. I think 100 years ago when people were being locked into a place, I believe so. I believe we have protections, we have OSHA, and I also believe that unfortunately, if you look at General Motors, who my father worked for, I think they ended up destroying that company.
Because government has just gotten too far out of hand. It's got to be brought in. We have to balance a budget. You and I cannot spend more money than we bring in. It's that simple.
Have you tried talking to the other side? Let's see, can I see your sign?
We actually have.
Yes, and in fact, I think we have many more people here today. I'm parked much further out today than the last couple of days.
We voted Scott Walker in, and we're glad he's going to do his job.
Do you feel like after you voted in a Republican governor, House and Senate, that this is being blocked or railroaded from you? Right, this other side, the 14 senators?
Definitely, that's what they're trying to do. They should be fired.
They should be fired. They should be fired.
We would be fired from our jobs if we took off when we were seen on the news protesting when we called in sick. But that's because I work for the private sector.
Have any of you ever belonged to a union?
I never have.
No. Thank God.
I'm a friend of hard-working union members and teachers. I come from a family of teachers, my grandparents, parents.
Calling for a tea party on the shores of Lake Michigan. And we all know, we think John woke up to Wisconsin and across the country, and we quickly became known as the future.
I thought I could walk the park.
The Racine Tea Party. She helped organize a tea party with over 4,000 attendees on a cold January day with only 28 degrees. She's a mother, the vice president of the Fire Feingold PAC, and has worked for 20 years in sales management. Nancy, come on, share with us 3 words.
Thank you, stop! 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 I've been concerned about all this conflict. For years now, two black businesses and jobs walk away from our great state. Everyone here today agrees that Wisconsin is in a fiscal crisis.
That's exactly right. So are you guys going home now, or what are you going to do? What?
We could have had the American flag.
So you're going to go home now?
Just going to walk around a little bit.
Could get interesting.
Well, it's a nice day anyway.
Indeed. You guys are keeping me warm.
There we go.
Let's start from the beginning. How do you feel about this?
This is the greatest thing I've been to in a long time. I can't believe that this many people showed up. It was wonderful. Great. Wausau, Wisconsin. Pass the bill! Pass the bill! This is a great start. If it ain't progress, I don't know what is. Pardon?
Pass the bill! Pass the bill! Pass the bill!
No, I've been here in the middle, so I haven't really had a chance to talk.
Pass the bill! Pass the bill!
I am a private union.
And how did it feel for you?
Thank you, Scott Walker!
Teachers are being singled out right now, but there's many other state unions. Why is it that everyone is concentrating on the teachers?
Because they're here. They're making the biggest noise. Our kids are here because of them.
They're the ones standing out in the crowd too, so they're making a noise. So
yeah, they're making a big noise.
They're making a big noise.
Do you think it was an error on their part?
I don't know about error, but they should have been doing their job.
They have a right to speak their mind as well, but...
Yep.
Sorry I'm late, I was working. Can I ask who you represent?
Minnesota Capitol News. And I'm from Minneapolis, St. Paul. What do you want to say?
I just want to say that, like, if these people are asking us to share in the pain and break down our unions, why aren't they willing to pay a little bit higher taxes to help our bill, to help our state? Sorry, I misspoke. And also, why would Scott Walker give all this money to corporations if our state's broke? It's just hypocrisy. Like, the guy, I don't understand why he wants to take down these people if it's not motivated by political affiliation.
Do you think he could have done it a different way so that he could have succeeded?
Like, I mean, I understand that we have to
Compromise.
Compromise. Like, everyone has to take a pay.
They're compromising this weekend.
Everyone has to take.
That's why we voted for it. So tell me, I pay 40% income tax, okay, and I pay for 95% of the teachers' health insurance, and I pay 100% of the teachers' pensions, and I pay $1,050 a month for my own insurance for my family, $1,050 a month, and I have a $6,000 deductible for my family. So all we're saying is, let's all share.
Do you live comfortably? Do you live comfortably?
It's America. If I work hard and I make money, I'm already paying 40%.
You people are just greed.
It's greed.
It's greed.
Okay, it's not about the money. The teachers union have come out and said that we are willing to pay the extra money for our health insurance and our pension.
Well, you weren't willing to have those conversations when you own the Senate and you own the governorship. When the election happened and our side won, you all sit and cry. The way that it's supposed to work in a democracy is that voters are supposed to matter.
For my beliefs, I'm not crying. Do you see tears on his face?
Right, and you spoke out. And in November, the people spoke. And when Barack Obama won 2 years ago, elections have consequences. And you told that, you said elections have consequences. Republicans really have
We
no voice.
respected that.
We respected that. Right. Oh, and you have a
absolutely
and we might change our minds. You might change your mind. That's
like
about
it was
America.
clarified yesterday, it's not all about the money. It's about the rights. And now Walker won't even agree to compromise at all.
But we don't want him to, and we voted for it.
But
so
a union protects the weakest workers. You cannot fire a union worker, but in a regular job you can get fired. So I have rights. If I go to work and do a good job, I have a right to a job. Okay, I have a right to switch jobs. If I'm in a union, I can't get fired.
And if I do a poor job, why do you think America keeps hitting one side of the guardrail and then the other? As it hits from
because we can't find the compromise.
Yeah, it's gridlock. That's what it is right now.
Gridlock is good. Gridlock is the system working. It's people with opposing views working through the system, and individuals having the right to vote and choose their leaders. And then things get worked out through the system, unless those leaders flee across state lines and don't do their jobs.
Right.
They're helping the people who voted for them. They, like you said, you voted for Scott Walker, you support. We voted for these representatives.
So then you know what happens? You know what the eventuality is? Anarchy. If we can't count on the system working.
I doubt that anarchy is going to happen in this day and age.
The alternative is oligarchy, where a small self-appointed elite lords it over the rest of us.
Yeah, who's that in your world in this liberal island?
My understanding in November is a majority voted
this. That is correct. I said the alternative to legitimate constitutional government is oligarchy.
Right, so we had an election. Do you agree that the senators should not be here?
The senators should be here.
Yes,
they are committing felonies.
Okay.
Misconduct in public office and violating their oath of office. That's 2 felonies per senator.
Exactly.
They should go to the courthouse and see if they can get that damn socialist DA in Dane County to to charge them so they can get arrest warrants.
Now, let me ask this young man. Should the senators come back? When should they come back?
They should come back when we get another person to come with us from the Republican side.
Okay. Well, that's it. And you're walking away? Is that the end of the argument? Okay.